Have you noticed that summer is supposed to feel light, social, and relaxing? But after your pet has died, it may feel anything but? Maybe everyone around you is talking about holidays, cottages, patios, family gatherings, long weekends, or travel plans. And you may be thinking, help! How can I enjoy summer when my pet is not here? And if this is you, you are not alone and you are in the right place. Welcome to Pet Loss Support with Joanne. My name is Joanne Berg. I'm a therapist and a certified grief educator, and this channel is here to help you find your way in your pet loss grief and all that it may mean for you. I want to stress that pet loss grief is real and may affect you just as deeply as if it were a human loss. So stay tuned, because today I will show you that there are many things that may help you. There is light at the end of the tunnel in this whirlwind of emotions. I can help. But first, some context. I will cover why summer holidays can intensify pet loss grief, why you may feel distracted or disconnected, why happiness in others can make you feel even more alone and maybe even resentful, why this loss can bring up other feelings, and I'll talk about a client experience who wanted to share, and more details on what may help you move through the season gently. So summer can be difficult because it often holds memories. Your pet may have been part of your summer rhythm. Maybe your pet loved the park, the beach, the cottage, or even the backyard. Maybe your cat followed the sun across the room or sat by the open window listening to birds. Maybe your pet kept you company during quiet summer evenings. These memories can be beautiful, but they can also hurt. Sometimes grief becomes sharper when the world around you seems cheerful. People may even say, "It's summer, get out and enjoy yourself. Take a trip, keep busy, you need a break." But grief does not follow the calendar. The sun can be shining and your heart can be heavy. One of the hardest part of pet loss, or any loss for that matter, is the change in routine. Now, pets in particular structure our days. They give us reasons to get up, go outside, feed, check in, care, and connect. In summer, that routine may have been even more noticeable. Maybe you planned your day around your pet's needs. But after your pet dies, those small daily decisions disappear. And strangely, that can feel painful. People may think freedom from responsibility should feel like relief, but for many grieving pet owners, the responsibility was part of the bond. Caring for your pet was not just a task, it was love in action. So when the care is gone, summer may feel empty, even when your schedule is full. Something else that may happen during summer holidays is distraction. So you may find yourself at a gathering, or even just sitting with friends, and suddenly your mind is somewhere else. You may lose track of the conversation. You may forget what someone just said. You may feel scattered, foggy, tired, or emotionally far away. This does not mean you are being rude. It does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are not trying hard enough. It means that you are grieving. Your attention may move back and forth between the present moment and the reality that your pet is gone as a normal part of the grief process. So if you are distracted this summer, please be gentle with yourself. You are allowed to take breaks. You are allowed to step outside. You are allowed to say no and stay home. You do not have to explain everything to everyone. Now, summer can also make grief feel more isolating because other people may seem busy and happy. They may be planning to travel, to socialize, visiting family, or making plans. It is normal to feel resentful and wistful, that you may have once felt that way. And you may feel as if now you are watching life happen from the outside. You may not want to explain your grief again. You may worry people will think, "Are you still upset? It was only a pet. Shouldn't you feel better by now?" No, and there is no shame in feeling that way. But you, like all of us, can smile, show up, or say "I'm fine" when you are not fine. So please know this: you do not have to perform happiness just because it is summer. You do not have to pretend that a holiday feels easy. You do not have to minimize your pet loss grief to make other people feel comfortable. Your pet mattered. Your grief deserves to be witnessed without judgment. Right now, choose your people to talk to as many times as you like. And by saying choose your people, I mean people that you feel comfortable with. Now, you are processing your loss, and that's okay. And processing is a stage of grief. Pet loss can open the door to many feelings at once. You may be grieving your pet, but you may also be grieving the version of summer that you expected to have with them. This loss may bring up loneliness, guilt, anger, regret, anxiety, or even older losses. You may remember another pet you lost. You may think about a person you miss. You may feel the ache of other changes in your life, such as family transitions, or feeling less needed now that the daily caregiving is gone. Sometimes people are surprised by the intensity of these feelings. They may say, "Why is this bringing up so much?" And one reason is that pets are woven into our routines, our identities, and our sense of safety. When they pass away, it can feel as if more than one loss has happened. You are not only missing their body beside you, you may be missing who you were with them, how your day was shaped by them, and the comfort they gave you without words. If other feelings come up, that does not mean you are grieving incorrectly. No such thing. It means your grief has touched something very important. Another feeling that may show up is guilt. And you may feel guilty if you enjoy yourself. You may think, "How can I laugh when my pet is gone? Does having a good moment mean I am forgetting them?" These thoughts are common in grief, but having a peaceful moment does not mean you love your pet any less. Laughing does not erase your bond. Going outside or seeing a friend does not mean you are abandoning your pet. Grief and moments of comfort can exist together. And grief is a normal reaction to loss of any kind. So if your feelings are getting ahead of you, you can call your local 24/7 helpline or 988 in the USA and Canada. And there is no shame in doing that because grief is not 9 to 5. Now, a client once described the first summer after her dog passed away. She said, "Everyone kept asking me to come to the cottage, but the cottage was our place. My dog used to sit by the water with me. I couldn't imagine going without him." And at first, she was thinking black and white. Go and pretend to be okay, or stay home and feel guilty. But together, she looked for a third option, and she was able to do so. She decided on her own that she could handle going for one afternoon. She brought a small photo of her dog. She sat by the water for a few moments alone, and she cried. Then she joined her family for a short meal. It was not easy, but she later said, "I don't have to erase him from the cottage. I found a way to bring him with me differently." And the next time she went, and she did agree to go, it felt lighter. And that is her experience. That is often what grief asks of us: not to forget, not to replace, and not to pretend, but to find a way to carry love into a changed season. So here are some general suggestions that may help. But there are many more that we can talk about in 1 or 2 meetings, because we can sort out what feels right for you and what you feel is within your ability at the time, because I meet you where you are at. But let's think. Maybe you would want to name the hard moments before they arrive. If you know a long weekend, family barbecue, cottage visit, or holiday gathering may be painful, you may give yourself permission to acknowledge that. You might say, "This may be hard because my pet used to be part of this. I may need breaks. I may not stay as long. I may feel sad, and that makes sense. I don't have to go this year. This is up to me." Naming it can reduce the pressure to pretend or attend. Now, you may want to create a small summer ritual, and that helps a lot for some people in pet loss at any season. And it does not have to be complicated. You might light a candle in the evening, place your pet's photo near a sunny window, walk somewhere your pet loved. Rituals may help grief and give grief a place to go. They allow love to continue, but in a gentler way. Now give yourself permission to be imperfectly present. If you do go to an event and feel distracted, that is okay. You do not have to be fully cheerful or fully social. You may choose one small goal. Maybe stay for an hour, even half an hour, and speak to one safe person that you trust. Step outside when you need to, or leave when you start to feel overwhelmed. Being present for a short time is still being present. Leaving early can be an act of self-care. The key is that you do what is right for you, and really, you do not have to go. And I can support you in whatever decision you make, because I want to support who you are and get you to where you want to be. And there is no right way to feel and respond, only your way. And this may not be the summer you imagined. You may not feel like traveling. You may not feel social. You may need more quiet. You may need to leave events early. You may need to say no and not go. And that is okay, because grief takes energy. You are allowed to make this summer smaller, slower, and softer. Now also, you may want to think about what kind of support feels safe for you. Pet loss counseling and grief education may only take 1 or 2 discussions, and we can sort this out at your pace. You do not have to grieve alone. And there is no right way, only your way, and I will help you find that way. So if summer holidays feel hard after your pet died, Please be gentle with yourself. It is okay to step back. There will be other summers. There is no right way to do this. You may need to take one breath at a time. So, for an appointment, you can contact me at petlossandbereavement.com, and you just go onto the website and click Talk to Me. Or you can email me directly at joannebergen1@gmail.com. Tell me about yourself and your own experience. I welcome the opportunity to hear your story. And also, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and comment. Take care and see you next time.